Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. And this is actually part 2 of a video that is an update on Woodland Park, Colorado, the beautiful mountain city, well, little town on the way from Colorado Springs up to the big names, like if you were going to go to Breckenridge or Vail or Aspen or something, and you go up Highway 24. Woodland Park is just right up there. A lot of people are moving into Colorado Springs. It's becoming very, very popular. So more and more people are beginning to discover Woodland Park. It's not that far from Colorado Springs. It's right up the mountain pass, right up Highway 24, about 25 to 35 minutes depending on traffic. So the commute is not bad at all. And it is beautiful. Not to mention, it's almost always just about 10 degrees cooler up in the mountains here in Woodland Park in this area than it is down in the springs. So that's another plus. And it's got a small town feel. It's wonderful. So this is part 2 of the update to the original Woodland Park video that I did. I split this update video into 2 because otherwise it would have been too long. I don't like my videos to be that long. They're just supposed to be something fun to unplug for a few minutes. So I hope that you enjoy part 1. Please do watch that. And now I hope you enjoy part 2 as well. Just up from where Walmart is and the new Judge's Char Grill is on that busy 24 because it is the weekend. You may remember if you saw the other video or if you watch it, this is where I started the other video, right at the Swiss Chalet. And all those poles had different countries' flags on them. And I was talking about the wonderful food that they have and that kind of thing. And there they are. There's the outdoor seating. It's just a cute place. Unfortunately, the family that owned that had to go back. They were actually from Italy, and they went back. The mother was having troubles with the altitude, and so they just had to go because if you know anything about altitude, you can adjust or you can't, and that is one thing to keep in mind up here. We are, Colorado Springs is about 5,000 feet, 5,000 to 6,000, depending on where you are, and we here up in the mountains, Woodland Park is about 84 to 95 100 feet, depending on where you are within the town of Woodland Park. And then you can go up further than that, like to Cripple Creek and Victor and those places. So that's one thing to keep in mind. I know for us, when my mom came to visit us, I was still in that townhome in Woodland Park, and she got dizzy for the first couple of days, and that was concerning to me. So just something to keep in mind. Most people, if you take it slow and you give yourself a couple days to adjust, don't have problems. But there are a few people that have problems with altitude, and it's called altitude sickness. You can look it up. It's a real thing. And so that's something to keep in mind when you're going into the mountains. So that's why they had to go back. I think they're still hoping to sell it to someone else. They also owned the Italian restaurant in town, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And it stayed open. Someone bought that, and they're going to keep it just the way it was. So I'll show you where that one is. It's right by the Japanese place in the city market parking lot that we've not seen yet. I didn't show that on the last video. So that's what happened to Swiss Chalet. That's one of the more sad updates for this summer. For another fun update, now you see that building right over there, that is the Dinosaur Center, just to give you kind of an idea where we're standing. This is that busy Highway 24. First, this one is not really an update. It's been there for a little while, but you'll see the Human Bean over there. That is the other drive-through coffee shop we have in town. There's a lot of coffee shops, but there's just the 2 that have drive-through right now. So that one's over there. It's good for the people coming in from Cripple Creek and Victor and Florissant and Divide. They can stop there, run through, get their coffee. But the update that I wanted to show you that's really fun is this is AJ's Pizza. It is absolutely amazing. They have the best smelling pizza. My daughter, when she first walked into AJ's original location, the doors opened and she said, "I wonder if this is what heaven smells like." It just is wonderful. So they made this building. They had a sign that said, "Thank you for 10 years, Woodland Park. This is for you." And so this has not been open that long. It's very, very popular. And I'll show you where the other location was. I'm not even sure they still have it or if they just closed it down and are using this one, but it was in that city market parking lot that we're going to go to in a moment. And just a real quick shout out to Jimmy John's is also right there. And I have to say, this Jimmy John's, they just rock. They do amazing. I have ordered on the app. I've had it delivered. And I've also just went through the drive-thru, and they are so friendly, so nice, so fast. They really are freaky fast. So just an update on that. And then that building over there is one of the many auto places up here. That one's Napa, which I know you can't see because it's the sign is right behind the tree. But that's one of those there. This is an area that I did not show on the last video either, just to give you an idea of where we are. Right across there, that is the area where the Gold Hills Theater is, and I'll be showing you that in a moment. But that's, of course, Highway 24 right there. You can see, and that's a turnoff to go to another busy highway that goes down to Deckers and into Denver. So that's a really busy intersection. But there's a Wendy's right there, and then I'll take you over here and show you. So here is the city market. I don't know if you can see that or not. That says Charis Family Church. There's a lot of churches up here to choose from. Back that way is where the Dollar Tree is. There's some 2 hotels up there, and there's another auto parts place. And then it's got this here. So it's got the Fusion Japan, which I would really suggest if you go into town, try that sometime. They are so good. They also have a pet market and dog wash. I don't know if you can see that there. There it is. So there's that. There is a wonderful, wonderful coffee shop right over here too. And again, it's not a drive-through. It's one you walk in, but you can just park here and do that. So that's really good. And they have nice vegan snacks too, I found out. So that's a good one. So this is where AJ's was before, right in that space. And that is where Wayback is going to be coming. I knew they were coming to the city market parking lot somewhere. Didn't realize where. I had never heard of Wayback, but apparently they're very famous, and it's the burger, shakes, more stuff like that. So that's where they're going to be. And then there's a cleaners there as well. Make sure that you can see that. Cleaners and laundry. And then right over there is where the Italian place is. That same Italian family that owned Swiss Chalet. This was the first restaurant that they opened here. And my son is a huge fan of Italian food, so he went there a lot of times. I did go there. It was so good. And the people that bought that restaurant when the Italian family had to leave, they kept all the recipes. They got to have the recipes and things from them. So definitely probably want to try them out too if you get the chance. For the scripture time, in Proverbs 14, the Lord reminds us that a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. And as you know, we can have peace in Jesus that passes all understanding, and there's links down below for that. And in the Gospel of John, which I greatly encourage you to read, he reminds us why he wrote his gospel. In the chapter 20, verse 30 and 31, he says, Jesus performed many other signs in the presence of his disciples, which are not recorded in this book. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name. So this may be a little bit loud up here, but I wanted to show you that is the Highway 24 going towards Divide, maybe Buena Vista if you're going that way, Florissant, Cripple Creek, that's where you would go, all those. So here is the Dollar Tree, and then there is a country lodge back there, and a microtel right over here. There's also a lot of Airbnbs in town, and I covered that in the last video. And this is the O'Reilly's auto parts right there. And then just to give you perspective, that is the Gold Hills Theater and the Gold Hills Plaza right there that we're going to go to in a moment. There is a bank, and right over there is that Foxworth lumber yard that we showed with the new barbecue place, Roy's Crew. So you've got all of that going on, and this here is called the Vintage Market. I don't know if you can see it too well. It's supposed to have local artists and vendors in there. I don't really know exactly what's in there because I have not been there, but it could be somewhere really fun to check out and see, and just kind of spend a little bit of time in there maybe. There's their sign. So it looks like a really cute place as well. One piece I did not show you in the last video when I was talking about how Woodland Park is a complete town is that there is a hospital up here as well. If you know Colorado at all, UC Health is just a huge healthcare provider here in Colorado, and they purchased this hospital a while back, so this is one of theirs. Now, it is not, as my EMT son would say, it is not a level 1 trauma center. So if someone is seriously injured up in the mountains, they're still going to get transferred down to the Springs. But there is an emergency room, as you can see. On the back side of this, there is also office buildings, and there's like the UC Health Family Medicine. So there's doctor's offices in there too. And it's only about a mile outside of Woodland Park, up that road I just showed you that's going towards Divide and Florissant and Cripple Creek and all of that on Highway 24. See, it's just among the beautiful pine trees here. It's about a half mile from the Charis Bible College, if you're familiar with that. So it's just a beautiful campus, and that is an option that you have here. So that's nice to have. Giving a perspective again, so right over there is the Roy's Crew barbecue that we saw, the new barbecue place in town. And I'm just across the street now at Lions Park, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And there is the Gold Hills area and the Gold Hills Theater. And just up from there, there is the Pikes Peak Credit Union. They have a branch up here. So just again showing you how everything is connected, and it's just within walking distance and it's close. Now the Walmart and Starbucks in that area and down there by where Judges went, you might want to ride a bike or take a car, but you could walk there if you wanted to. It wouldn't be like 2 hours or anything. There's another primary care, Penrose Mountain Primary Care is up here. So definitely very complete little town. Still in Lions Park, I wanted to show you one of the great things I think about Woodland Park is the community feel. And so you see here they have the sign about the bingo there with the Kiwanis, and then right underneath there's the sign about Swing Factory and in-house big band. And you notice that the UPCC is the cultural center. That's the building right next to the library, and it's free, and they have a lot of free entertainment up here like that. And then right on the other side, because we do support up here in all the mountains, but definitely Woodland Park, you'll see Military and First Responders Appreciation Lunch, Thursday, July 20th. And that is something that is really important up here. Definitely military pride, taking care of the first responders, because it is life and death up here with what they do, and we greatly appreciate them. So here we are in the Gold Hills Square with the Gold Hills Theater. And you'll see there are just all kinds of little shops in here. There's art galleries and hair salons. I did show in my last video the Domino's is right down there, but we're going to a new restaurant, another good change for Woodland Park, and we're gonna have lunch there. So this is where we're going to be going. Sam's Gyros or Gyros, however you say that. Put that down in the comments how you pronounce that. Gyros and kebabs there. There is the theater that you go down into. And again, that theater has the latest playing movies, which is surprising with just a small town like that. So you can see the movies that are playing right now. They are the latest movies, and it just always surprises me that they come up here and they stay for a while. So that's nice. And the ticket prices are less, as well as the popcorn and the sodas and things like that. They're really, really reasonable. I do want to give a shout out to the Red Diamond Pub, the gastro pub there. It is new. That's not where we're going today for lunch, but I've heard really, really great things about them. And so another one for you to try out if you're in town. Oh, and there is another one of the auto parts, the Advanced Auto Parts. It's right over there, so you can see there's plenty of them in town. Right next to the gastropub, there is the Freedom Arms guns and ammo, laser engraving. So there's that store up here too, if you need that. Where are they? So many choices here, but I got the falafel plate last time and it was so good that I'm going to get it again. It's super easy to make it vegan or without milk, so I think that's the one I'm going to get. There is the outdoor seating for Sam's, so that's really nice too. You can see the beautiful, beautiful blue sky. It is just gorgeous today up here. So this is just an idea. This is the Sunday afternoon traffic that's heading back down the hill, and it's pretty much that way all Sunday afternoon. So if you live up here, you just kind of try to avoid Highway 24 on Friday nights and Sunday afternoons. It's just better to go the back ways. That is it for the updates on Woodland Park. There are some really exciting things happening up here. Definitely a growing town, although the city council is careful. They don't allow too much growth, which is one reason it can be difficult to find housing up here. But there's some things in the works for that too, different options. So hope you check it out. Hope you, if you're in the area, stop by, see Woodland Park. It's definitely worth a visit, even if you're not thinking of relocating. And if you are thinking of relocating to this area and you would like to see a different type of video, let me know down in the comments or contact me on my email, and I can do that. I could do the medical clinics that are up here, or a deeper video on the stores and the shopping that's up here, or I could do a deeper video on the restaurants that are available and those type of choices for you, or just the city options, like what kind of trash service and where's the library in regards to the schools and that kind of thing. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see. But in the meantime, I hope that you have really enjoyed this video, and I will link the other ones right there. You should be seeing them here that you can go and watch as well. Thanks so much, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.